it geek easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice. Because today we are doing a bonus year-end, last Friday of the year episode of Frightful Fridays. For two reasons. One, it's the year end, and figured I'd do two for the end of the year. And maybe, possibly more importantly, if you'll see that I had posted a horror movie unboxing yesterday. For those of you who didn't watch it, it was a bunch of horror DVDs of my father's. He had just this massive, pretty big collection of old horror movies, which were, not that I've seen all of them, but I've seen some of them. They wouldn't exactly be called classics or B movies. Some of them might be C level movies that I inherited. My mom, after the funeral, had, let's just say she's not interested in these movies. And so she said, "Do you want these?" I'm like, "Of course." So I decided to watch them. There's one movie in particular that, on those, she had been talking a couple days before, the night before, about a movie that she had gone on and seen with my father, they were just dating at the time, called The Brain That Wouldn't Die. She was saying it was probably one of the worst movies she had ever seen. She obviously wouldn't have seen it if he hadn't taken her. And then when I was looking through the movies, it was there. It was on one of the DVDs. So right then I was like, okay, this is going to be the first one that I watch when I get them. And the box came yesterday. And so I decided to watch it. And I have to say, she wasn't exaggerating by much. And I was like, okay, we'll watch it. And I was like, I've got to do a review on this one, just because it is the end of the year and because of that. Basically, it is one of the classic old. This came out in. Hold on. Whoops. Hold on a second. What year? It doesn't say. All right. Let me just read you the thing. It says, "This classic cult horror gem tells the tale of an egotistical scientist who plans to bring his deceased girlfriend back to life, in spite of protests from his surgeon father, Bruce Brighton. Dr. Bill Cartner, Jason Evans, performs grotesque medical experiments involving transplantation and electric shock to bring the newly deceased back to life. When a car crash that he caused decapitates Bill's fiancée, Jan Compton, Virginia Leith, he removes her severed head and secretes it in a hidden laboratory where he manages to keep it alive." Star Jason Evans. Okay, that's it. So you get the gist of the movie. This is I don't want to say it's bad, but it's bad. It was, but not in the, say, Madame Web, Craven the Hunter, you know, type of bad. You know, this is the this is kind of a fun bad. If you understand what I'm getting at, you obviously aren't going in expecting these things to be fantastic because they aren't meant to be. It's the type of fun movie where you're just like, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be, you know, it's the old mad scientist, you know, trying to bring the dead back to life with horrible results type of thing. And it hit all the tropes. Uh, and it was really kind of just interesting in the sense there was some stuff in there that I had never seen in a movie this old. Like he gets his, you know, girlfriend slash fiance's has it down in the thing, and he's looking for a body, someone to take her head, put her head on the body. So he's gonna need to find a live person, and you know, obviously get that woman's head off and put her head on there. So he's going to this club. I guess it's like a 50s version of a strip club. You know, you got some girl up there kind of go dancing and all that stuff. And so there's that. I mean, I'd never seen something like that in one of those older movies. And one of the two women in there get in a fight over who gets to, you know, leave with him, which was, you know, never seen a girl fight in a movie like this. And then a little later, some guy gets his arm ripped off, which was also not something that, you know, you see the bone sticking out. And I was just like, you know, this is kind of minor stuff, you know, for nowadays, but that was, I guess, pretty big deal back then. I'll have to check with my mom when I see her again, talk to her again. But this movie was just it moved along pretty well, but there was just certain things you just whoever wrote it was just obviously just ignoring certain things or just didn't care. Okay, because he's got, you know, so he's got the head. He's keeping the head alive with, you know, all these tubes and electrodes. So it's just the head, and the woman is able to talk. Which is all fine and dandy, but she had no lungs. They described that she keeps saying that the, you know, serum that he was using to help keep her alive gave her some powers, but you never find out what those powers were. And then there's a couple of things which I don't want to get into or ruin this thing, but I found myself thinking of that stuff, and it's like, okay, I'm overthinking this stuff because if you overthink it, it's just going to kind of ruin it. But I went in knowing that this is not going to be, you know, anything that would come remotely close to winning any type of award at all. And to just try and enjoy it for what it was. And I did. I mean, I can't give it a fantastic score. And there's no way it's going to be 5 out of 5 or even 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. I can give it a 2.75 out of 5 just because there were things in there that I hadn't seen in these other movies like it before, like the go-go dancing club, the chick fight, and someone having their arm ripped off, and the guy walking around with this huge, they showed a lot of blood there, and he's kind of, stumbling through the house, up and down the stairs, smearing blood on the wall, and with this incredibly overacted death scene, which was kind of funny, and I don't know if it was intended to be or not, but it was just, yeah, it was fun. So I'm going to give it a 2.75. Oh, no, okay, screw it. 3. I'm going to give it a 3, just because those scenes there and the just general, we're just going to show you this, we're going to do this, we don't care attitude they have with it. And it was fun. Yes, it was bad. Don't go in there thinking, it's going to be a life-changing movie, because it's not. Don't go in there thinking it's going to be, super fantastic. Just go in, sit down, watch it, have some fun with it, and if you go in there like that, you're gonna have a good time with it. And I know I did, and I'm glad that I got to see it. Well, anyway, like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your movies.